The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth. And it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Wait, that 53! 54 man. Double dog, that's the way. Shit. Go on. No, 60.
First carry for Dion Lewis, who won a Super Bowl with the Patriots. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now. Been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can run it, can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They
get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready. 10 over. Pilot, 64, weak.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming.
Leo.
He's coming, double up.
Shoot.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The starting defense for the Titans.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Get it.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
57. Mike, 50.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got Miller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
Yeah. Look, squeeze. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Hines. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watch safety creep.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Titans. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And now this pass brought in by Brown. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a give, right side. Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Look at me. Go. Kill. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clinking exactly like they drew it up.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This will be, 38 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. It's caught. It's Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is Miller, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go on. I'm here all day. You go tight. You got tight. You ready?
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, it's Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, it's Lewis. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill, kill, kill. Go. Jim.
On third down, it's Hines. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Shift. Kill.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Hey!
Here's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check. Leo. Hey. Go.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Brown.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
That throw by Brady incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Go now, 30 base. Get ready. Hey, lock it. Yep. Check. Crunch. Fire.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Shifts free at the 15. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's it. Big hit.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, stand off. Look, squeeze. Bang. Under 10. 10. Ready.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, switch gears.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Hey, they're scared. Hard. Switch. Get it.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the pass. Go. Check 31.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 8, a little under a minute 50 remaining. This is where your playoff medal is tested. On the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Lawson. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. In this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count, so I need it in a big way. We can't hire anyone to help us out, so hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
On second down, it's Jacobs shedding the tackle. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
This is Hines, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brady saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, and this one complete to Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.